All right, welcome back. Today we will make cornbread. It is a classic American dish that originally was not popular elsewhere. Back when corn was only animal food. Now it is quite popular. Oh, spillage. First, we will combine our wet ingredients. This is milk, 1 US cup, which is 257 grams. 1 egg, which in our case is a little over 50 grams. 1/3 of a US cup of vegetable oil. This is canola oil. And it's about 75 to 80 grams. Next, mix it up. We will use an electric mixer. You can do this by hand if you wish. State. Next, we will mix the dry ingredients. We want to use a sieve in order to sift the flour to make sure that it is nice and fine, as well as our sugar. Sugar, 1/3 of a US cup. You can do up to 2/3 if you like. We will make sure that it is all small pieces. Just use your fingers to break them up. Break up any chunks, any lumps. And that is about 55 grams. Next, salt. A couple of grams, 2-3 grams. Baking powder, not baking soda, baking powder, 3.5 teaspoons. In this case, it's a little over 15 grams. 1 US cup of cornmeal, 175 grams. Sure we sift that. Last, 1 US cup of flour. You can use all-purpose flour, bread flour. It really doesn't matter too much in this recipe. The texture may be a little bit different. And again, we just want to make sure everything is nice and smooth and as fine as possible. And that was about 140 grams of flour. Depending upon your flour, maybe more or less. It is okay. This recipe is very forgiving. It is not strict. Now, we will mix our wet into our dry. Use a spatula to get everything out. And again, we will use our mixer. You can also mix by hand. Don't forget to preheat your oven to 200 degrees. Scrape down the sides. Get in underneath, just to make sure there is no more dry. Next, we need to grease our baking tray. This one is 8 centimeters by 8 centimeters. For this, we will just use some butter. You can use oil, that is also okay. Wash my hands a little bit. We will just take some butter out. That is probably too much. And we will cover everything here. It is easier when this is dry. I should have dried it. We will also make sure to get the sides. Doesn't have to be pretty. It will help it to not stick, and it will make it nice and golden and crunchy, which I like. Make sure everything is nice and well lubricated. It is not sticky. And wash your hands. There's the oven. Next, pour all of this into the pan, the baking dish. Smooth out the surface. Little too much butter. And now into the oven. Oven again, 200 degrees. We will start with about 23 minutes. Okay, let's open the oven. It has been 23 minutes. A little bit jiggly. And now, let's try the toothpick test. Nothing really sticking to it, just a tiny little bit, so it's ready. But it needs to wait. We can't eat it just yet.